Motion to temporarily seal stipulation in order to transfer evidence for forensic eval pending hearing. So tomorrow we will be live. So if anything does come out, whether it's Twitter, Court TV, Judges, YouTube, Twitter updates, anything, we will be having it tomorrow. I'm going to be available just in case. So motion to temporarily seal. So it says, come now, the state of Idaho, by and through the Latah County prosecuting attorney, and hereby moves the court pursuant to Idaho Court Administrative Rule 32G1 in Idaho Code 74-124 for a temporary order sealing the stipulation in order to transfer evidence for forensic evaluation hereon, because release or disclosure would, number one, interfere with enforcement proceedings, deprive a person of a right to a fair trial or an impartial adjudication. Number two, there's always 1 and 1 and a 2 and a 2. There's always those errors, man. What's up with that shit? And they don't even know what Johnson, Idaho, or Washington? You tell me. Constitute an unwarranted invasion of personal privacy, disclose the identity of a confidential source, and or for disclose investigative techniques and procedures. Oh shit. This one right here scares me, everybody. Disclose investigative techniques and procedures. So we discussed a court case, remember, where they let him go because they didn't want to disclose their techniques and procedures? Do you remember that? The agency let somebody go because in a court trial, they were asked to provide the techniques and procedures on how they came to the conclusion of someone's guilt, and they didn't want to reveal the technology, so they let that person go. Oh shit. So does this mean that if they don't give the IgG and it gets challenged, is this the same situation? Oh no. So, okay. Hold on. Let me think about this here. I'm sorry for keeping you guys. We'll be done here in a minute. These documents ain't long. I got to think about this here because now remember when I said that the only reason it would make sense for them not disclose the chain of custody, that's one thing. I guess that's something completely different. This is just really the homework. This is completely different. I'm just talking chain of custody, and the other, I'm leaving that separate. So that's the only reason that's the only conclusion I can come with chain of custody. It's because one of their own is on the chain of custody and they're under the Brady Giglio, and that's why they can't release that. When it comes to the investigative techniques and procedures, why would you put that in there? Oh my gosh. That's it. Because they don't want to disclose the techniques and the procedures. That's why Phil Thompson just said, hey, we don't know what they did. We don't have what they did. Why would they not have what they did? Because they wouldn't be privy to the techniques and procedures either, but they would be privy to the tip, right? Oh, shit. shit. Forget, you know what? Number 1, 2, and hold on. Let me take that back. Number 1, number 2, and number 2, and then number 3. You might as well just toss this out of the paperwork because all that shit don't matter. And if this number 3 does, it's because they don't want to tell you that they put BK's dad's DNA in a fucking thing. They probably put BK's dad's DNA and signed BK's dad's name on the fucking name card. And so they don't want to disclose that either. Is Brian, I'm gonna end this document right here with this question, and tell me in chat, because we already talked in the previous 2 shows about somebody getting off because they didn't want to disclose the investigative techniques and procedures. Is Brian Kohberger going to get off because they don't want to disclose investigative techniques and procedures? They didn't want to disclose it to Bill Thompson. They didn't want to disclose it to the ISP. They ain't disclosing it to the court. They ain't disclosing it to the defense. Kaboom!